Scientists explain why men are usually taller than women. The science that deals on the study of height is known as auxology. Right from time immemorial, height has been associated with one's level of dominance, one's nutritional status, and likability. Certain workplaces list height as a criterion for job enrollment and promotion. Studies have shown that the quality of life of a people and their standard of living affect how tall or short they are. Men that consume more protein-based foods tend to be taller than men whose staple foods are more of cereals than proteins. A person's height cannot be fully achieved under poor nutrition quality and inadequate medical care. In both the male and female genders, growth in height differs after infancy and the age of 2. In males, growth after the toddler stage starts between ages 13 and 14 in puberty. This growth continues until age 18 to 19. In females, pubertal growth in height starts around ages 11 and 12 and terminates at about 15 and 16 years old. At these points of growth, it is essential that factors that increase growth rate should be taken note of and utilized maximally. Is there more to the height difference between males and females? It is a common sight in many communities for men to be much taller than women. Ideally, women associate height with dominance, aggression, pride, and protection. To every one of us, it is normal, usual, and natural. Not until curiosity took a better possession of researchers and scientists. The University of Helsinki's scientific researchers discovered that there was a link between the X sex chromosome and height. A female has 2 X chromosomes, whereas a male human has 1 X chromosome. Within the X chromosome is a gene, the basic and functional unit of inheritance, which controls the transmission and expression of traits called the ITM2A. ITM2A is predominantly found in females because of the double portion of the chromosome X in them. This gene is responsible for the difference in height between men and women. Men have less expression of the trait for shortness than women. A popular proposition towards the difference in the height of men and women is that men's legs are longer than women's. Still on the role of chromosomes in height determination, Rao E. and his colleagues in 1997 opined that both the X and Y chromosomes play a significant role. They exemplified it in the phenomenon where people with the Turner's syndrome chromosomal abnormality with a missing X chromosome are usually short in height. In that case, the X chromosome, literally depicting the female characteristics, is fully expressed as contained in the discovery by the Helsinki's researchers. Patients whose X or Y chromosomes were deleted at the PAR pseudo-autosomal region tend to be short. A more recent discovery holds that estrogen hormone, which is responsible for the stimulation of the development of the female sex characteristics and the growth and maturation of bones in the male and female, plays a role in the difference in heights in both genders, with respect to the time when the bones harden and the season of growth of the bones from growing lengthwise. Perhaps the determination of height difference in men and women is also intrinsic to genes and the alternative forms. Beyond environment and nature, men are taller than women as a result of how they are genetically programmed and different from one gender to another. There's a present theory by a school of thought on evolutionary history that almost all men and women could have been of the same height if women hadn't selectively chosen tall men as their mating partners. The charm that tallness in men holds may have propelled women to desire tall offspring as much as breeding permitted. Be it as it may, the reasons for the height difference in the male and female genders have continuously been topics of heated discussion that have no end. Studies conducted by scientists on the causative factors of such height disparity have ended with conclusions that suggest more in-depth studies. Basically, nature has played a fast one on curious minds and until there's a unified acceptance of a scientific or traditional finding to explain the height variances in men and women, there will be no end to the search for answers. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.